Well, I hope to not bore you too much. Let's see. One of the things that we're seeing everywhere in the world right now is that everything is becoming much more personalized. Okay, so is this a big trend or a small trend? Well, it's quite a big trend. Here's a product that I bought in 1992. This product from Apple in 1992 had a number of features which will now go live with the iPhone 16. Those AI features worked really badly when I bought this product in 1992, but 32 years later, they're now coming into mass production. So AI is not new. This is something that we've been working on for a long, long time. And I was looking very deeply at this product at this time. 2007 is, of course, when the iPhone came out. But the core thinking, underlying thinking, happened during Steve Jobs' time, way before that. So AI is really coming, and it's really changing very much. We have loads of stuff going on. There are models for practically everything that you can do. You can create pictures, you can create mathematical models, etc. Subject by subject. Most of these companies are now unicorn companies. They're billion-dollar companies now in terms of stock market valuation. They typically started like 5 years ago. And these models are increasingly going in underneath the large language models that we're familiar with. Now, large language models, they're not mathematical models in the sense that they try to predict stock prices. They are large language models. They do something different. But when you have a large language model and you hang these mathematical models underneath, you end up with an overall package which is really powerful. So my prediction, and I'm usually wrong, my prediction is that the large language models, Bing, ChatGPT, etc., they will be the primary user interface to every company that we deal with in the future. My prediction is that every company will ultimately be built based on mathematical models that sit underneath these large language models. We will be talking to companies, MT4 servers and what have you, and underneath that you then have stuff executing. That's where I think it'll go. Voice-driven world. That's why it's so important to get this voice-driven stuff right. And the way these models work today is similar to the way that everyone here in this room, including me, works. We think, we have a formative moment, and then once we've done enough thinking, we go execute. And after executing for a little while, we stop again and we ask ourselves, are we really making sense? We have formative times, and then we go forward. So flip-flop, we go between the left side and the right side, and that's the way that these models are also built. I think that the future holds that these models will be continuously updating themselves instead of doing it stepwise. So that's one change that I also foresee happening. At StarTrader, of course, we have an AI club, so there's a bunch of people who are implementing these models for trading. That's great. We're a broker, so we don't give advice. So these are people outside StarTrader who do this, but who do it on top of the StarTrader platform, which is great. Cool. And ultimately, the goal is to do something really personal. And that's also true about these AI models. The way that you tune them, fine-tune them, means that they take you to different places, which is required, of course, because we all have different starting points and we all have different aspirations, which means that every single journey is personal. And if every journey is personal, then the way that the tools operate has to be adjusted for that person, for you, for that individual. And that's also true about these new AI tools. The way that you tune them is such that it's possible to do something that's hugely individual. It's cool, good fun. And regulation, we heard lots about regulation a couple of moments ago, and I agree with all of it. Ultimately, it's a question of your decision. So if you want high leverage, like 1,000, if you want PAM, MAM, copy trade, all those things, then that takes you to certain types of regulators, and fine, so you need to open an account there. And if you instead want the type of security that FCA in London gives you, then good, open an account under the FCA. It depends on Depends on you. It's really up to you. But in terms of regulations, we behave the same everywhere. We're quite boring. We're just a platform. And it's you that makes that decision. Good. I'm not going to go into that too much. We don't have enough time. I'd like to highlight one thing which has changed a bit since last year. The institutional business at StarTrader has shot up very quickly during the last 12 months. And that's something I'm grateful to everyone in this room for. So a lot of the brokers here use our liquidity. So the liquidity that we have through StarTrader now is really quite extraordinary, which then drives quality through everything. So all the products have to be really high speed, et cetera, driven by that extreme liquidity underneath. That enables IBs to do good business on top of us. That enables affiliates. That enables retail clients. So liquidity is the underlying horsepower in what we do. Payments are an interesting thing. So if you look at the way that the social networks operate today, then what you do with social networks is you give customers what customers want. So you go to any one of these social networks, and the way that they do it is a bit like a dinner table. So over on this side of the dinner table, we're going to put all the people who are interested in cricket. And on this side of the dinner table, we're going to put all the people who are interested in fishing. And anyone who has organized a dinner will behave like this. So we'll put similar like-minded people in similar places. And then they can talk to each other. I like cricket, you like cricket, we like cricket, that's nice. I'm having a good time because I'm with people who like cricket. That's technically called an echo chamber. And that's the way that these social networks function. They pull people together into echo chambers. We use the same technologies when we consider payments. So we look at payment processes and we cluster them in similar ways. And then based on that, we can then roll out a high number of payment systems. Today, right now, we have 227 methods of paying you and 227 methods of you paying us. That's an incredible number. If you think about the complexity of the accounting that goes underneath it. But payments are an incredible strength at StarTrader. And the reason we're so good at it is because of the way that we're using AI to tune how that works. We want you to get paid quickly. It's absolutely fundamental to what we do. And the same thing is true about risk management and understanding what can go wrong in different ways. Again, we're using deep AI technologies in order to achieve the level of quality that we want in the product. So we're really heavy on AI, and we have been for a long time. Same thing with speed. I'm not going to go into that greatly. This is quite fun. So I think we've all seen videos on YouTube, on TikTok, and wherever else. So here's the quick evolution of video. So once upon a time, we did multilingual subtitles. So what? And then A/B metrics and AI voiceovers. So this is pretty much mainstream right now for what we're doing right now in terms of videos. And what we're working on now is on this side. And what that means is that we're using these large language models to reach out into the news outlets in the world. At the same time, we also use the same large language model to reach out into your trading history so that we understand what you're interested in. Then we bring those together in such a way that we end up with a story where the story says, hey, this might be interesting for you. And then we automatically generate a video around that for you, individualized videos for each person, short little video clips. This is what we're working on. So this is what's going to be rolled out in 2025. So it's pretty advanced stuff. It's really good fun. Imagine getting a personal video which is tailored for you, based on everything that's going on in the world, based on all of the behaviors that you've had so far. It's pretty cool. So that's stuff we're working on in terms of all the products. We heard it from Maria. She has a wonderful product lineup. We have the same product lineup. We do everything. That's complicated. So what I warmly recommend is that you take the time to Go and see the brokers here. Come over to StarTrader. Learn from the people here. Go online. We have dedicated account managers to talk about these things. And it's necessary because it's complicated. There's so much stuff. If you just look at all the acronyms on the left there, there's so much going on. So depending on where you are now and where you want to go, that is a tailored personal experience. And we have experts in the business to help you achieve your individual journey. That's what we do. That's the core of what we do. And you see it on everything that we do. All the user interfaces, the way that everything is built throughout. Very central to everything all the time is you tell us about your goals. If we can understand where you are now and where you want to go, then we can tailor things. We can do them for you so that things actually do end up being really, really powerful. Here are some customer journeys of how you can come on board. I don't want you to read it. I just want to show you the complexity of what your dedicated account manager will be thinking about when talking to you. So you say, I want to do this, 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 and they're thinking, okay, I'm going to do this in order to achieve that goal for you, to empower you to do the things that you want to do. Yes, we're upgrading everything all the time. We have a limited amount of time, so I'm going to jump on. Customer support using AI, pretty obvious. You can tell we are an AI business, so that's what we do. And we're changing the CRM all the time. Here are some examples of what these new technologies can give. So check this out. Over the 12 months, account opening efficiency improved by 200%. Emails sent increased by 290%. Over the last 3 months, over 1 million individualized emails have been opened by our customers. It's an incredible number. Over 1 million individualized emails. It's pretty cool. So that's what we're doing. And for IBs, we of course have all the MT4 groups that everyone uses as IB already. But also inside the CRM, we have various link creation capabilities where IBs can set up special campaigns with lots of different parameters tailored precisely that they can just hit individual customers with so that individual customers get the benefits that they are looking for. So this is a question of enabling IBs to provide entirely personal trading experiences to IB clients. Central to us all the time is that each person is an individual. Data analytics, yep, bucket loads, all the analytics that you can need. Very much like the Maria presentation earlier, we do lots of things, and I'm open for questions. Any questions, or did I bore you too much? Gentleman at the back.
Hello, sir. Thank you for your presentation. I was just wanting a question. How engaged does a client need to be for the AI to be that personalized? Because I'm struggling to comprehend how personalized an AI can be with not much engagement from a client. So I was wanting to know how much engagement does the business need for that much personalization, as you're saying?
Your question is absolutely spot on. The more input data we have, the higher the output quality. But even with small amounts, we can already do something. But I'm totally with you that as the relationship deepens, it's possible to do more. But that's like any other group of friends. If you've known someone for 20 years, you pretty much know what they want before they even ask the question. So it's a cumulative thing. I'm with you on that.
So it's an accumulative thing, but I mean, can you put a timestamp on it?
Put a timestamp on it?
Yeah, on how kind of long it will take for the AI to understand your sort of needs and be personalized.
It's quick. It's like a week.
Oh, okay.
You'll really see the beginnings of something happening.
Oh, okay. So it's not like months or nothing.
No. It's quick.
Okay.
It's quick. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. There's a gentleman at the back here.
Hi.
Thank you for the presentation. Just one thing, I think very AI-centric presentation for a retail trader who is a bit amateur, and what does it mean for him when he's moving from maybe a standardized platform to a StarTrader? What can he expect? And that's my first question. And second is, does AI trading with the AI insights, is there any proven analytics to say that the win to loss ratio will improve with the AI insights? Thank you.
So 2 questions, very good questions. So first of all, you are the traders. So how you trade that's the key experience. That's the big thrill, to just trade. So I think the areas where you'll notice that we're using AI is simply because things operate well, they're smooth, they're elegant. But does it look that different? Maybe not. But it's just elegant, it's just better. It's like closing a car door and it sounds right, it's just nice. So that's the primary thing. We don't give advice, so we're just a broker. So we just take the trades and put them on the market and give you the result. That's all we do. So in terms of using AI to actually advise your trading, that's not our business. That's not within our license. So we have partners who do those things. So we're not in a position where we can give you advice. So we can tell you that you can go and talk to these people and good luck. Good luck with your trading, but we have to be clean. So we take your trades, put them on the market. Something happens, we tell you what happens. That's our job. Thank you, everyone.